coming up on At Your Leisure.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth. This week, I will be headed out with the Bighorn 4x4 Club as we go on a journey with the devil at the Devil's Playground.
And I'm Will Oxley. We're at the Green River Dirt Bike Rally. Come ride with us on the Copper Globe Trail.
Finally, Scott Huntsman is showing us Evel Knievel's last ride as he gets an in-depth look at what made this man an American icon.
It happens again. 50 trails in 50 weeks. We're ticking off another one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth, and we are in Box Elder County in the northwest corner of the state at a place called Devil's Playground. What a marvelous place to play, and we're going to show you today. We are with members of the Bighorn Jeep Club, Utah Four-Wheel Drive Association, and PLEAA, the Public Lands Equal Access Association, and we are out here to discover what's happening in this part of the state. If you've never traveled here, you gotta come do it. In fact, we're gonna show you now how much fun you've missed so far.
Bighorn 4x4 Club is one of the oldest clubs in the state of Utah. We were established back in 1972 or 73, and we're fully up and running. Currently we have about 20 members, and we go from mild to wild. We have buggies, we have stock vehicles, family oriented, dogs, kids are all welcome, spouses. We go out, we have fun, we enjoy different activities. From today we ran pretty mild trails to the full-on buggies that we have. We run hardcore. Go down to Sand Hollow and run some of the hardest stuff.
The San Rafael Swell has its beauty. The Arapian has its beauty. They all are different, and that's what I love about Utah. And if we can open this up here in the Box Elder County area, people go out and enjoy the outdoors. It just, if get kids involved, that's what I want to see.
Put a scratch in it yet?
Probably we'll find some scratches on it today.
Yeah.
2017 Dodge Power Wagon.
I've noticed you holding back a couple of places and didn't see you up in the rocks.
Yeah, kind of skipped out on the rocks. The trees were a little on the narrow side. Okay. This truck's kind of like me, full size.
We have some upgrades coming to this part of the trail, huh?
We do. PLEAA's been working for about a year and a half now to get a vault toilet installed here out at Devil's Playground. And it's about 2 weeks out.
About 2 weeks out. So by the time we get this edited on air, it'll probably already be here.
It's very possible. Yes, State Parks is involved, County Commission is involved. State Parks is who's generally funding the project, and that's nothing happens without that.
Where does that money come from?
We have what we call FIG grants, fiscal incentive grants. They come out several times a year, and you can apply for them. If you are a volunteer nonprofit organization and you have a 501c3 and you're working on public lands, you can apply for those.
So we're going to make our way from here down the trail. Glenn's got a lot of more stuff as trail leader to show us. Right now it's time for you to go to our Where To adventure for this week. All right, let's get moving. Okay.
Just a few years ago, the city of Green River wanted to help introduce riders to the San Rafael Swell. The veritable maze of canyons, washes, and sandy trails can be daunting to people who've never been here before. So that's why they created an annual event called the Green River Dirt Bike Rally.
You can come out and ride these trails as a guided ride. The Green River Dirt Bike Rally, it's for everyone. If you've never set foot on a bike, it's a great time to come learn. We've got beginner trails all the way up to the most advanced trails. Thursday and Friday, they'll do skills training where you can learn wheelies, pivot turns, how to drop off ledges, how to come up ledges, double blips, just about anything like that. They'll teach you, train you. So we go out and we show people these trails, let them learn about scenery, let them learn about dirt bikes. It's unlike anything you've ever been a part of if you've never done it.
My wife's been coming down here for years. That's what brought me down here. She said, you got to do it. We're both retired, and it was like, yeah, let's travel. Up in Washington, everything stays fairly damp year-round, and this is just really different. I'm not used to riding on sand trails through cactus and things like that. We just don't get to see that, but here you get so much of everything. It's really cool. I've been at it for 53 years, so I don't plan on stopping. Just a fun ride.
Before I met my best friend was a big fight over a girl, and then it turned out he had a dirt bike, I had a dirt bike, and here we are. Our families are our best friends, and we come out and we enjoy the land all over Utah, all over, wherever we can go. We like to get out and camp different places and enjoy the outdoors with each other. That's the most important thing. The guides, they come out here and show us this beautiful country that we get to experience.
This is my third year. My first year, I was guiding with my dad and we did waterfall trail. And the past 2 years has been my wife Carly and I, and we've been doing this Copper Globe Loop the last 2 years.
This trail exactly gives the experiences of both hard rocks, climbs, hills, and all that, plus the sand. It's a great mix, especially for beginner intermediate riders like our kids that we have out here. The kids get to be able to do this trail. There's a couple spots where we have to get off and help them a little bit, but other than that, they're sailing right through it and having a great time alongside us.
It was my first time on a clutch last year. I like being outdoors with my dad. It was really fun to ride over all the rocks and go down the big hills.
It was fun. The sand's fun. You can go pretty fast on it. I like other types of terrain, like rocks and stuff, but last year I was on a 65 and it's hard to go up ledges and rocks because of how small the tires are. Now I'm on a KX100 and it's pretty easy. It's very beautiful, so everyone can have a fun time.
It's fun to ride.
Favorite part about it, all of it. I mean, you get to ride out, you get to see scenery like this, you get the adrenaline of riding through those sand whoops. Those are a blast, riding down through the washes, up on these ridges.
Meeting new people and seeing new country. It's all about having fun, and I want to see everybody have fun. We can all get along. The side-by-side guys have been great, the quads have been great. We all got to play together.
And whether you want to play, learn new skills, or just take in the scenery, be sure to save the date for next year.
I believe that this land right here is for us to enjoy and to use responsibly. I like to help, clean up the trails as we go and things like that as well, so we can continue to use these trails. Access to these trails are really important for my kids to be able to see the history, the mines, see things and experience things you don't get to experience every single day.
To keep these trails open for dirt bikes and motorized vehicles, it sits close to my heart because talking to a buddy the other day, his son is disabled and he can't get out here on dirt bikes, he can't hike. He's not going to be hiking out to anything like this, and so that's the only chance he's got to come out and check out these views is through side-by-sides and four-wheelers, and that's where it sticks to me is, we've got some unique areas around here that you'll see nowhere else. It's a beautiful place.
I'm Reese Stein, at your leisure, in one of the world's most unusual city parks, a park not of green grass, but red rock.
This is a pretty neat place.
The Lundberg clan of Minnesota is visiting family in St. George, Utah, and has discovered this unique park in the hills north of the city.
The kids like to get out and enjoy hiking, and it's fun to have some 20 to 30-minute hikes where the kids can feel like they're on top of the world.
The park has a picnic pavilion with barbecue pits, but no playground. It doesn't need one. It's a 52-acre playground all by its own self. A colorful expanse of iconic red Utah slick rock just waiting to be climbed by kids young and old.
It's beautiful. We love it. We love the red rocks. We love the short climbs. It's a lot of fun to bring our family here.
I like how pretty the rocks are. And it's fun to like just mess around and like climb them and stuff.
We brought the grandsons here and they couldn't get enough of the place.
The bumps, you can just run around everywhere.
Pioneer Park catches fire late in the day. The setting sun ignites the piles of sandstone that make up the park. Only a few desert scrub find enough moisture to break up the sea of orange. A metal bridge spans a too-far-to-jump gap to the Sugarloaf, a huge dome of petrified desert that hovers over the north bench of town. From the main parking lot, head west past the picnic pavilion to a small canyon through the larger rocks. You'll likely see people on the large dome ahead. Pick your way up the westernmost boulder heading south and cross the bridge. From the top, spectacular vistas of St. George and the valley below. From town, it's easy to find. Just head north to the rock with the big Dixie painted on the front. A narrow slot canyon is just off the main loop road. It's a fun destination and popular with rope climbers.
The rock has got good holds some of the time. It's nice weather. That's the best part. You can climb all year round.
Tara Mahoney and her husband Colton have come down from cold northern Utah for a spring climb in the Red Rocks.
So is this a good place for a married couple to come and have fun together?
It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Climbing's a good married sport, huh?
Yep. Don't go climbing angry.
Pioneer Park is loaded with surprises, including Scout Cave, a couple of arches looming on the rim above, faces carved in stone staring blankly ahead, and lots of nooks and crannies perfect for a couple of hours of wandering and exploring in relative safety.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's enough places they can climb and not get hurt. So it's been a lot of fun for them to climb around.
You still need to show a little common sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of like places where you could trip and just like fall off the edge, and that would not be good.
Bree Stein at your leisure along the way in St. George's Pioneer Park.
Well, this is your base camp. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. The only gas pump for 30 miles is right here in this town. We are at the little town of Grouse Creek. Now, from this particular location, you can go explore practically any direction you want. You can head back towards the lake, back towards where we came from. You can go to the west. You can go up north. There's a road that will take you within 2 miles of the City of Rocks, which is a worthwhile thing to check out if you've never seen it before. In fact, we might just do that. But let's find out how you spread a base camp out between two towns that are 30 miles apart. Let's first check out Grouse Creek. Follow me. If you need lodging here in Grouse Creek, you'll find it. The Gone Country Country Store has all your basic essentials. You've got a room, one room that's available here. They do have a few RV sites, but you can get your supplies if you're doing dispersed camping out there. You can get ice, you can get snacks, you can get propane, you can get those essentials you need, and you can fill up your gas tank.
All right, so at the Gone Country Store, we've got Gatorades and sodas, ice cream, electricity, Wi-Fi. That's a comfort. You know, snacks and stuff like that. You know, we've got friendly faces to meet and greet, and just, you know, it's an all-around good time out here, honestly. It's a peaceful place to be.
Nothing better than a drumstick after a day on the trail.
If you need more creature comforts than that, well, we got a little drive in front of us. I'll show you what I mean.
Well, there are a few places to rent, some camping spots. We rent a house or two for folks who want to come and stay for a few days. There are a few places, but mostly it's more of a type of a remote type camping. The closest main grocery store's in Burley, Idaho. It's about 70 miles away, and there's a good supply of various things there in Burley. There is a small store in Oakley, which is about 40 miles away from here as well. Well, if you like wide open spaces, Grouse Creek is the king of wide open spaces. And we think there's some unique and interesting things to see. In the area, you could go from salt flats to an alpine type meadow, all easily within the day, and not see many people on your trip while you're doing it.
While we're making our way out of Grouse Creek and back to Devil's Playground, we're going to show you something we found along the way just a few miles east of here.
Hey everybody, Scott Huntsman here. I'm at the 49th annual Salt Lake Autorama here in Sandy, Utah. I love the Autorama. It's a great car show. I'm always a part of it, and I always display cars here when I can. But there's a very special display that I want to share with you. Let's go talk to some of the folks that are behind all of this.
Obviously it goes way back. I've been friends with the Knievels now for probably about 25 years here. Going back and forth with Evel himself, got to know Robbie a little bit over the years. Obviously I'm a huge Evel fan. This year marks the 50th anniversary. September 8th, 1974 is when Evel jumped the Snake River Canyon. I said, hey, what if I put this on tour? You think anybody would really like it? Because Evel's name is not many people know about it anymore. You're talking to the guy who influenced Travis Pastrana's, all these Nitro Circus guys, all the big dirt bike guys. I did not understand how powerful this was until we got the first tour stop. This is now our 6th stop on a tour, and we're now going more and more through summer. September 1st this year on Labor Day weekend, the Rocket will make its appearance for the first time in 50 years back at the Snake River Canyon.
When this used to be in Vegas, and then they got it from Vegas and they took it down to Galpin, and they wanted it restored. I didn't have a lot to do with the restoration of this rocket, and thank goodness I'm so glad that they left the scars on it, because it's history, right? That's what people actually would really want to see. We did take a few things off the tail and put the stars on and refreshed it, but Evel Knievel started jumping with Triumphs in the beginning of his career, and so Triumph jumped on board, and we ended up painting 3 tribute bikes. I think to restore these iconic vehicles is a mistake. And what I mean by restore is completely make them look brand new. All the scars and everything that's happened to them in their life is the story. And we don't want to ruin that story.
I remember I was 10 years old. I remember watching it live on ABC's Wide World of Sports and being able to be right here next to it. I feel the hairs on my arm are literally standing up, because what really pokes out to me is I remember it going down on the parachute and finally crashing on the rocks below. So here it is. Here's the impact. Here's the damage. And then to actually see and know that I'm looking at the seatbelts that strap the legend into place, knowing that he was sitting right here. This thing, now I never had the opportunity to ever see this in person. A lot of people are confusing this to be a dragster, and really it looks that way. You did see it on a drag strip, but what this was a wheel stander. This is what put on the big show. The engine in the back, behind the wheels, and you had the little skid plates at the very back. And the little skid plates at the very back were coated with titanium. So when it would wheel stand and come up and ride on those skids, a shower of sparks behind it. And it was just incredible to see. And so Evel Knievel even drove this a couple of times. And being the showman that he was, he loved to put on a good show for everybody. So this is just incredible. All the way from these titanium skid plates to the classic red, white, and blue parachutes on the back of Evel Knievel's wheel stander. The skyrocket, everything, taking us all back into time. That's what's the beauty of the Salt Lake Autorama. We all go back in time. For At Your Leisure, I'm Scott Huntsman.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are in Grouse Creek. We've been exploring the hills out here with a whole bunch of our friends from different organizations, four-wheel drive organizations from northern Utah. And you are seeing a very historical, rare phenomenon. This is the original 1 horsepower ATV right here. But if you want to see the other model, right up there, they're like 7 early cow Asakis. Anyway, it's time for us to get away from monkey business, get to the real business of our show. We'll start with a look at next week's show.
Next week, Heather and Skylar Dykstra are taking us out for a journey with the Lone Peak four-wheelers. They're headed out to Slipper Arch. Then, we're looking at the 10-year anniversary of one of the most iconic moments in off-road history as we look back down memory lane to Recapture Canyon. Now, let's take a look at our calendar of events. First, May 29th to June 1st is the Outlaw ATV Jamboree in Uintah County. Come on out to Vernal and spend the extended weekend where the Outlaws once rode and dinosaurs roamed on some amazing guided ATV trails. Visit strideevents.com for more information. Then, June 26th through the 28th, be sure to come participate in the longest running UTV event in America. It's the National ATV UTV Jamboree in Millard County. Go visit millardcounty.com to register and find out more information. And be sure to visit our events page at ayltv.com to stay up to date on all the great jamborees and off-road and outdoor events that will be happening throughout the year.
Well, we've just had such a perfect time today in northwestern Utah. All these different machines, all these different groups, all this fun together. It just shows you that outdoors is the place to be and we can all be there together. So let's take a roll call. Who here is with PLEAA? All right. Who here is with Tread Lightly? All right. Let's get a round for all the people that are with Utah Four-Wheel Drive. And finally, the Bighorn Four-Wheel Drive Club. All right. Just remember, you can get out and have these good times. You can join clubs and organizations like this, and it makes a difference on the ground, preserving our right, our access, and the quality of our trails. So remember, and we've proven it today, there is adventure around every bend. You just got to get out there, create your own at your leisure. Let's ride, guys. We got more peaks to climb.